Hello everyone, welcome back to the first official episode of Smith Plays Z.FG, the demo. So originally I made an episode 0 of this, but I mostly looked around the mansion to try to figure things out. I'm still searching for that briefcase, which is what my objective is going to be today. So while we play, we're going to explore what's on the map, but we're going to take a closer look now that I've discovered a secret to try to get through the whole puzzle in the mansion. Now, let me tell you exactly what the secret is, because I actually did do some tweaks in between episodes, and you're going to notice it right away, I hope. Oh, so I just realized that's Diplomat. God, I miss Diplomat. If anyone here is watching that has... I mean, if you're watching this, you probably know who Ben is and maybe some of the album projects. But there was like a Diplomat background released a few years ago that was kind of like Z4's background for album cover. However, it was like all futuristic and stuff. I'm really looking forward to the album whenever it comes out. But yeah, as you can tell, I can actually see this time. And do you want to know why? Because I went to my graphics settings and I turned down shadow distance. Watch this. Well, okay, it's not actually doing it now, but when shadow distance is all the way at the top, I actually cannot see anything. But when I turn shadow distance down, it just makes everything so much easier to see. Which hopefully will give us a lot easier time in the mansion trying to locate stuff, or, you know, just the surrounding areas. So I actually have not figured out how to save yet, so we're always doing full loops every time I play this game. I just start all over again, but you know, it's fine. It's fun, so. Okay, we're gonna look at everything today. So there's gonna be portions if I don't find anything I might cut, while other points I won't. If I do find something, I'll definitely pay attention. But we're gonna be running through the map before we go into the mansion. So let's just say episode 1 is going to mostly consist of this, maybe episode 2, but eventually we are going to go up there and we are going to try to find that briefcase, unless the briefcase is out here. However, considering everything in the mansion seems to be confined to itself, I'm just going to assume that the briefcase is actually in the mansion somewhere and I haven't just seen it. I just haven't seen it or found it at all. But we're still going to look at everything. And of course, this is the lake frozen over. Okay, I think there's nothing here. Oh, wait, there is something actually. The doctor, the line, the crime. Okay, I think that's a reference to something. The records, general records, library, letters, books. There we go. That's interesting. Okay, I think that's everything. Wait, is it still there? No, I took it. Okay. Let's see what else we got. I still don't know what these things do, or if it's just there to light the way. Possibly. Or maybe have an item later. Okay, so obviously the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for the axe. Now, I haven't seen any mosh outside of the mansion except for the one at the gate. But just to be sure, I'm gonna grab that axe just to be safe, because I do not want to end up with like an actual mosh that can follow me around. Okay, shadow distance is at 1, so hopefully that'll make it easier. I can already see the details inside, so I think it'll be easier. Actually, you know what? Let me take a moment to take a look at that so I can show you guys. You see that? It's so dark in there right now. But when I go at least 10, there we go, 10, you can see so much better. So I hope that it's going to help me find the briefcase. Maybe I'll title this episode, The Search for the Briefcase. We got the axe. Yeah, I know what's up there, but like, I just want to take a closer look from out here. Really spooky. Honestly, you know what this reminds me of? Now that I'm more in the knack of talking. Oh, that's the other room that I couldn't see into before. Okay, so what this reminds me of is those mansions that you can find in Minecraft. And it's just like full of like booby traps and like monsters, mobs. I think my old Minecraft server, which is active at least once or twice a year, simply because we get really into it and then we end up quitting halfway. I mean, I still have friends telling me, oh, we should do Minecraft again, we should do Minecraft again, we should do Minecraft again. Oh, I thought that was a person. It looks like an Enderman, speaking of Minecraft, from that angle. Alright, so I've seen these two before. So I'm gonna grab their soda. I know, I'm lost too. I don't know what the briefcase is. And again, shout out to two people that really helped me figure out the whole lighting thing. One would be Waypoint, who commented on my last Amnesia the Bunker video, saying about gamma and how it helps people see better. Wait. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna back up for a minute and say my piece before I go up there. Yeah, shout out to Waypoint, who talked to me about gamma, because that made me remember that this is a thing I could do to make things brighter. But also, I was a little bit sneaky, and I did look at the thumbnail for the video posted on the official Twitter page for Jay Jones, who I saw in the thumbnail that the mansion looked a little bit brighter, and I was just like, what if can I make anything, is there anything I can do to make this game brighter? And that's basically how I came up with the solution that'll help me actually see in the shadowy places. because I feel like that's where the briefcase is going to be hidden, somewhere in like the other hallway. And I will admit, there was like another door that I never realized was there. I don't like that, but it's like when I look at it, I can't see it, but when I look away, he shows up. Oh, that's creepy. Okay, I'm gonna actually go up there, so... I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a mosh. Oh. Can I kill it? I don't have a gun. Can I get around it? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, thank God. I did not expect it to make that noise, actually. Okay, so enemies can spawn outside the mansion. I mean, okay, I kind of knew that already, because it was out the gate. There was a mosh at the gate the first time I tried this. But still, it's kind of shocking that it just kind of spawned when I wasn't looking. So I guess that kind of makes me a little bit more wary. What's in our inventory? Okay, so we have the axe and we have the chrome and synth. Let's run. Dig up a briefcase and fill it with soil. So I'm guessing I have to dig up the briefcase, maybe? I mean, there's a chance that's how I do it. Alright, I am back, and if you notice that pause, it's because I went to run a quick errand.
Looks like someone's been diverted from the path. Haven't they, right? Aldrich isn't going to be happy. You should see what I'm writing here. Cool little story. Interesting twist. Well, can't wait for people to find out the reveal. Really does take me back. You better be going. You need to get to that manor. Aldrich is doing a lot to help you, mate. Also, while you're there, if you see my room, please don't go in. And if you do, don't mess with anything. Because I hate for you to suddenly lose your sanity. A lot of people have. Oh, word of advice. Don't believe everything you hear. Who says the man in the grey suit is the good guy? And who is that man in the brown suit? Anyway, better get back to writing this.
Okay, so I actually can't really understand what he's saying.
Oh, and be careful of the lights. You don't want them to go out, mate. 6, 5, 0, 1. 6, 1, 5. What was that?
Oh shit. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, so at the typewriting, I thought that was the door. Okay, I think you just kind of reminded me to go to the manor. Let me in. Let me in. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna cut that out because I was standing there for quite a while. I think that is the creator of this game, typing away, writing plot. Oh, just... Okay, that was just Henry Langham, I think, because he had to... Wait, the briefcase! I just realized. Wait, don't go. Wait a minute. The wheels in my head are turning. Okay, so I came here once before. And I didn't really see a briefcase. But if it's here, it kind of makes sense now. In the Z1 event, the briefcase was in the fort. And it had like a bunch of stuff inside of it. Wait a minute. Okay, there's nothing there. Ah, yes. I love this music video. No. Okay, if you haven't seen it yet, go watch Down, the music video. It's so good. Oh shit, Henry! I love how even though I've technically experienced things once before, because I forget things really easily, it just gets me again. Okay, so I remember they always look away from the sun. And I remember one time Ben tweeted it was the sun all along. Listen, Masha's come. Okay, that's the letter from the music video. I do wonder what's in the little torn up place, that one torn up portion. If there even ever was like an actual... Two letters. Let's go. Okay, I need to... The monster has come. It hides in the shadow all day and now it appears all of a sudden. There's only one way to deal with it, and the secret is a string. Let your mind relax and rely entirely on the string and it will all reveal itself. Henry Langham. Dear Dr. Engel. Actually, should I read this in... Okay, no, this is not Henry Langham, so... I'm writing this letter to confirm I will be taking you up on your offer. I will be headed to your office at the end of the week to discuss the term of taking your deal. Stay safe. Be dear chap. GK. I wonder what that is, though. In all honesty, that reminds me of the 115 rocks from Call of Duty Zombies. Ah, yes.
Till they're dry. There is no one left up there.
Okay, can I just say one of the coolest thing about Ben's storyline for Zed is that the protagonist is like an old man. I've always found that kind of fascinating as a writer because you don't really see that many senior citizens taking the role of protagonist. I feel like when it comes to zombies or horror, a lot of the times you get young people who can kind of like move around and be part of action sequences. But Henry Langham has always, at least from my opinion, been a more passive character, a passive protagonist. Like, he doesn't necessarily, I've never heard of him fighting the Mosh, but he does kind of trick them. He gets away from them, he runs away, he hides, but he gets through it all, you know. Like, it's not like he's doing nothing, he does stuff. But he doesn't have to be like this action hero to kind of like get through the horrors. And I think that's just fascinating because you don't see a lot of that in horror. Or at the very least in zombie media or zombie-like media. I feel like there's always this rush to get to action, to things just happening. Like in World War Z where it's just everything's just rushed. Or in Dawn of the Dead remake where everything's just fast, quick. I think what appeals to me about the Mosh in general is that they don't move, they're very stationary. So when they do move, it catches you by surprise. And like there's no way to actually counter it. And at this point I'm just gonna go off a little bit onto my own personal headcanon for like Mosh. I know like with zombie media, and again, they're not zombies. That's a really important thing about the Mosh. They are not zombies. But like when you think of zombies, you hit them in the head and they just kind of go down, they drop. In my headcanon, if a Mosh is hit with a headshot, they don't crumple to the ground. In my imagination, I always just imagine them coming to a full stop. Like, let's say they're running at you. It just stops moving. It goes into further lock. It becomes unable to move. It just paralyzed. But you stopped it with the bullet. But it's just standing there, paralyzed with a hole in its head. And for me, that just kind of adds this... How should I say it? It just kind of adds this unnatural movement, this unnatural way of movement, which I personally find creepy. And again, none of this is actually canon, or at least I don't think it's canon. But in my head, I feel like the bullet would heal, but the body wouldn't. Which is what I think happens to Henry Langham at the end of Z3, is that he shoots himself in the head, then he just stands there, and the bullet hole heals itself. And then of course the same thing happens to Jennifer at the end of Z4, where the tiny hole above my head is closing now. It's a bullet hole that's closing after she's been shot. Okay, I think I've reached the point where I did as much as I did the first time I came around, so everything else is more or less new, so enough rambling for a little bit. Okay, Blackpool, 1984. The United Kingdom has become overrun with crime, and the government was so corrupt that they could lie with impunity. One man who clung to the old ways tried to eke out a simple life with his family. After completing a routine shift at the local bar, Samuel David Blake walked down his usual street. However, this time, a gang of thugs spotted him. For their amusement, they decided to target him, subjecting him to a brutal beating. They took his money and identification before disappearing into the night, their malicious laughter lingering. Eventually, Samuel regained consciousness. He struggled to his feet, his ribs aching, his mouth filled with blood, and his heart beating irregularly. He stumbled his way back home, all while the night sky shifted from blue to an ominous shade of red, and the smell of smoke filled the air. With every ounce of his strength left in him, he sprinted. Towards his house, to his horror, the thugs were already there, and the lifeless bodies of his wife and child lay on the road. Fury coursed through his battered body, fueling the remnants of blood and bones. That was good. I wonder where that's from, or if it's like original. But I like it. Okay, so there's one more soda to do. Petal slaughter. Oh, there's one more path to go in, so I guess we're gonna go in that direction next. So prior to the playthrough that I recorded for episode 0, I did see some of this stuff, but I haven't really gotten the chance to like find the third bottle. So this, I guess, you can call this a hybrid of first reaction and somewhat secondary reaction. Though I will say the brightness thing does kind of help so much just to see stuff better. What do you mean turn back? What if I want to keep going? Okay, I can't actually keep going. Okay, so I can't go that way. Let's try... Okay, so I guess the end goal for this section, at least, the forest, is that area with the bottles. Let's try to find that last bottle, and then we'll go to the mansion. Okay, we're gonna go back in this direction, see if we can find the bottle. Honestly, by this point, I kind of forgot where I found the other 2 bottles, and actually, I saw a dark thing over there. Is that? Oh, wait, there it is, actually. Can I not get on it anymore? There we go. Okay, I got the bottle. Okay, so I'm just set this first. I think I'm just gonna fast forward, but I'm gonna pretend that I'm teleporting. So, teleport. Wait. And there we did it. We teleported. Nah, I just kind of cut. Okay, let's see what this does. Okay. Television or radio? Which to do first? Let's do radio. Oh, that's so good. I love that. Oh, wait. This is the warehouse. That warehouse. Okay, so this whole time I thought it was the Mosh warehouse. The Dark Bays. But no, I see it now. This is where the original Worlds Collide music video took place. Oh, it's a cover. Okay, that was actually pretty cool, but I'm gonna leave because I feel like the video itself might get flagged. Okay, so I actually am unfamiliar with copyright laws, so I don't know if like having the music is gonna get me like flagged or anything. I mean, I don't care about monetization. Like, I mean, does it look like I am getting money from this stuff? But yeah, I just don't like things getting flagged on my end, simply because I like my videos to be seen, but I can still hear it. I love that song though. I love that song, I love the music video, and I love the classic Henry Langham. Although I wonder if that character's still... Well, the one that's painted, the Henry Langham with the monocle and the old 1917 kind of steampunkish Henry Langham still does anything in the storyline. Or if it's just like a beta Henry Langham. Although technically the original version of Henry Langham took place in like 2013, 2014 I think, or 2011, something like that. While the Zombies version of Henry Langham took place in the 1980s, the 1999, the 2000s, up to 2020. Okay, since we kind of solved the puzzle out in the forest, I think we've gone through everything. And we can head towards the mansion now. But there is one last thing I must do. I'm going to look at that one mosh that I saw one time. When I was doing the original playthrough of this, there was a mosh behind the gate. So let's just take a look at that real quick. I'm gonna take a little break here just to like recover energy, stealth. There we go. As long as we're here, let's try to eliminate that one. If he shows up, if he doesn't, he doesn't, but you know. Yep, he's here. Or she's here? I'm not sure. Oh, we are trying to 100% this, so... That's horrifying. But we made it past it, so... Yippee for us. Oh, that was Cogs. That was Cogs Mauve. Okay, that's it for this video. I think we've hit the end of it. We haven't found the briefcase yet, but considering the mansion is kind of like a one-way ticket, I assume it's gonna be in there instead. The Manor's yard. Alright guys, see you in the next episode. How's your wife? How's the wife? Prepare to receive. And there's always a middle. There's always a middle. There's always a middle. I don't know how to do the voice. I really can't do the voice. I'm not a voice actor. I'm just a Smith. I'm just the copywriter, writer, act, blah. Anyways, chop down the tree. And we will see you next time. Oh, actually. Oh, that's clever. I did not see that until just now. Okay, now for real, we're ending the video. Dun dun dun.